I played a nurse in a movie once. The doctor reminded me of you. He was supposed to be a kindly, gruff old family physician.
Yeah, I saw it. The medical profession should have sued.
I'm mistaken about being sick, I mean. I just wanted to see you.
Well, that's flattering.
What's your diagnosis?
One tired little girl. What are you doing in Hollywood anyway?
Me? I glow. Wind me and I light up. Turn me on. I give off incandescent sparkles. Oh, heck, Doc, I'm a star.
We've been sparkling a little too much lately. What you need is rest, sleep, fresh air, some of Hildy's good cooking. I want you to take it easy for a little while.
Sorry, kindly gruff old family physician, but that's impossible. There's a producer in Rome this very minute just pulling out what's left of his hair, wondering where I am.
Tell me his name. I'll cable him that you're sick.
Oh, but I'm not sick.
Your sister said you were in a state of shock. You seem to not hear her or even see her during that seizure.
It was a performance.
Evidently a very convincing one.
Doc, I told you. It was all an excuse to get you here. There's something I'd like to ask you.
Well?
You used to be a very big deal on that Founders Day committee.
Still am. I'm the chairman.
Well, from one gruff old family friend to another, would you do me one very large favor?
I'll try.
Postpone the picnic. Just put it off to another day.
Really? You can't be serious, Bunny. Why?
I've only got one day to spend at home, and I want it to be a plain, ordinary, apple pie kind of day, the way I remember. I want to drop in on old friends and surprise them at home.
You can see them at the picnic.
But it wouldn't be the same. There'd be crowds and people I don't know and strangers tugging at me for autographs. I'd be miserable.
Well, Bunny, you can't seriously expect an entire town to rearrange its plans to suit your whim.
Doc, I love this town, and I love the people. But I really asked them to do this for me if it weren't more than a whim.
I don't know what your life is like away from here. Perhaps in Hollywood you can make an unreasonable request and your every need is gratified. But this isn't Hollywood. Now I'm going to give you something that will help you rest.
Ring a ding, girl. But you don't fool Grace Gentry, Miss High and Mighty, coming back here like you were somebody special. You are special, for now. Maybe the most special person Willoughby will ever have. So, Bunny Blake, help us. Help us. Help us.
Now, Bunny.
Excuse me, Doctor.
Bunny! Hildy!
How's the patient? Where's the patient?
She ran up the stairs. Hildy, what's upsetting your sister?
I wish I knew.
She seems to be under severe strain. She's acting quite irrationally. Now, you had this prescription filled out. It'll help her relax. Try to keep her as quiet as possible, and by no means let her go off on her own.
I'll try.
It's maybe just me. Then again, you just call me if you need me.
Thank you, Doctor.
Goodbye.
Bud?
Yeah?
Dr. Floyd left this prescription for Bunny. Did you get it filled at the drugstore?
What's the matter with her?
Oh, there's not a single solitary thing the matter with me. Now, I'm really shocked at how old Dr. Floyd is getting. I think that poor old dear ought to put himself out to pasture.
He thinks you ought to get some rest.
Oh, well, I'm not the least bit tired. He's the one that needs the rest.
Bud's going to go to the drugstore to get your prescription filled, and while we're waiting, why don't you lie down and try to take it easy?
I can just hear what people will say. Bunny didn't visit any of her old friends. She's getting uppity and putting on airs.
I can explain to him that you weren't feeling well.
Bobby Woodson used to be my best friend. I've got to see her. And then Brayden. Oh, do you remember that excruciating crush he used to have on me? Oh, whatever happened to Ben?
He's still here. He works at the radio station. Now listen, Bunny.
I could have married that old boy. I've got a good mind to walk in and surprise him.
Bunny, I don't want you to leave this house.
Well, I can't stand being cooped up. Sometimes in California, when I get that closed-in feeling, you know what I do? I take off every stitch of clothes and jump in that big old pool and just swim like a ring-a-ding fish.
Well, that must be very interesting for your neighbors.
No one's complained so far. Bud, you want to go for a walk and say hey to people?
Sure.
The
Why
doctor
not?
needs to rest.
Oh, he also said I need some fresh air.
Will you at least wait until Bud comes back from the drugstore with your prescription?
I've got a better idea. I'll go to the drugstore with you. What could be more restful than a little drive? Unless you're one of those hot rodders, are you, Bud?
Oh, no.
Well, I am. Are you going to come with me or stand here all day talking?
All right, then.
Hey, bring a tea. God, now, do you know if Grace Gentry's still in town?
You mean old Medusa?
Old Medusa?
Yeah, Miss Gentry's a high school vice principal. You get that eye from her and turn to stone. She makes the kids' lives a living hell. Well, at least till they graduate. Just hold them back. Why are you interested in...
Bud, well, would you be an angel and just walk me over to the high school long enough just to run in and say hello?
Should we go get your prescription first?
Bud, I wouldn't ask if this wasn't important.
Okay, okay. As long as I don't have to go in.
Thank you.
So, Bunny, you finally got your fill of Hollywood, huh?
Oh, no. I like it out there. It's not what you think.
Oh, isn't it? We heard about all those hijinks you got yourself into out there. Can't say I'd be proud of it. Just what brought you back here, Barbara?
Coming home was an impulse.
Well, you sure picked the day for it. The Founders' Day picnic. Not that you'd be interested.
Oh, but I am interested. That's why I need your help.
My help.
Yes, I want you to unlock the doors to the auditorium. Now, some people may show up, and if they do, I want you to let them in.
I can't do that. I have to go to the picnic.
Miss Gentry, I know you don't like me, but this is important. Terribly important.
Always asking favors. Always wanting to be treated like somebody special, Barbara Blake. Well, Barbara, maybe you forgot, but these doors are always open. If you want to come in, you can walk in like everybody else.
Thank you, Grace.
So have you seen Ben Braden yet?
No, not yet. Grace, please don't go to that picnic.